pretty much the entirety of that first innings was a highlights package. Remarkable ball striking right from the off. Alex Hales, who's been in a lean trot of form, found a way to get himself into good touch. He hit 11 boundaries in total from just 26 deliveries, 58 he made off 26. Took a real liking to the pace on the ball in particular, and started to unleash the long levers. There was a little bit of help from the fielders, plenty of catches went down. He got his first 50 of the season. His highest score was ended soon after by a simple catch from Jake Fraser McGurk out at long on. And then the rain came down. Pretty heavy shower that kept us off the park for about 30 minutes, but immediately as soon as we got back on, it was Andre Fletcher that absolutely took the upper hand. He found a winning ally in Sherfane Rutherford, who continued his excellent tournament with 49 off just 28 deliveries. Some of this ball striking, both in terms of the velocity. That was the drop catch that went down from Kareem Agor. Very difficult, hung in the night sky for an eternity. And we saw Lister taken out of the attack because of another full toss. We had Tommy Mbangwa on for the moment of the winning of the century as he got there. Quite an amazing knock we've just witnessed.
Yeah, fantastic from the Spaceman. Really good going. And an exhibition in ball striking. Just listen to the sound of the ball off the bat there as it makes contact. Brilliant. Just out of this world, and with the freedom to just play, the fact that there isn't any jeopardy anymore, perhaps that's what freed them up. But as he said at the end, had to play with pride and for pride, and with 243 on the board.
Well, I think they felt very confident at the start. There's runs on the board, and you think, you know what? Just do the basics well. Take your catches, good stuff early on. Drake's into the side too. A number of changes into the lineup, yeah, and you thought Hale's taking that, and then this freaky stumping. Ganesh knocked it on, really. And then all of a sudden, you just never know. That was put down, his first one, Shadley Van Skalkbeek. And all the, get there, no. Shatters, come on. And couldn't. And Shadley, there's number 3, dig a hole and stay there. Oh, and Krishnamurti just started fatting it to all parts and was unstoppable at times.
Oh, I love it. Dig a hole and stay there, you say. That's what it felt. That's what they felt as they dropped those chances. A big smile on Shadley Van Skalkbeek's face when he took that. Another one going down. It was dry. He dropped a couple as well. And they had a mammoth total on the board and were making things difficult for themselves, with Krishnamurti playing particularly well. And the longer they let him go on, the better and better he got. And he also got a partner. And so there's a partnership there that kind of scared them. Yep, catch taken. That one broken. And a player playing particularly well sent back. And they thought, well, that's got to be it. They must be on their way. Not so. The fight's still on. Major shots played. So good. Bartlett, he's rescued them before in the tournament, and they might have felt that he'd be able to do it once again. Oh, how unlucky. And then he thought he was run out here, Bartlett, clamoring to try and get the strike. It turned out he wasn't because they hadn't crossed. Then Brody Couch comes in. He whacks a 6 and they stay alive. They go to the final over. Excellent. Couple in a row. That's the end of that. Romario Shepherd not there, can't come in. They can celebrate and smile, but those smiles were very nearly tears.
Yeah, they certainly were. Lexus team standings. We've had 30 matches. We're off to the playoffs. And this is how it's finished up. Look at the Unicorns. They've slipped down to third because of the loss right here tonight. The Freedom and Super Kings. They'll play out the first one. And then, yeah, Unicorns, New York, that's the eliminator. You lose that, you're gone ski, out of here. And then you win from Freedom and Super Kings, you're straight into the final. That's why you want to finish 1 and 2. You lose, you get another bite at the cherry. So the winner of the Unicorns New York will play the loser of Freedom or Super Kings.